I want you to close your eyes just for a moment and take a deep breath in and then out. Now keep your eyes closed and think of one thing that you deeply desire. Maybe it's a new opportunity, financial abundance, radiant health, or a love that you've been waiting for. And hold on to that thought. I want you to try to feel it to the best of your ability as if it's already here. Think of yourself as if you're there right now. Imagine a short scene that you'd experience after the fact. Maybe you're decorating your dream home, being congratulated for an award, or smiling at yourself in the mirror as you admire your physique and your beautiful appearance. Maybe you're hugging the love of your life and just feeling euphoric. Now believe that it's already yours because it is. You've just experienced a brief moment of the version of you who is already experiencing this. They literally exist at this moment, and they just gave you a glimpse of what it is to come. And if you watch this entire video, in the next 48 hours, you'll have the power to shift your energy and set everything into motion. And this isn't magic, it's science. It's the way your thoughts, emotions, and actions shape your reality. It's the way your life simply mirrors your state of being. So subscribe to my channel if you feel called to, so you can begin to shift into the reality that you set into motion in the first 10 seconds of this video. Because the truth is that not many people know that their reality is a reflection of their mind and how to intentionally shift into the reality that they prefer. Look around right now at your job, your bank account, your relationships, your health, all of it. It all began as a thought. At some point, you had an idea, you made a decision, along with the chain reaction of choices and actions that led you to this very moment. If thoughts created the life you have now, wouldn't it make sense that thoughts could create a new reality? This is why the next 48 hours are critical. In just 2 days, you can begin rewiring your brain and shifting your energy and stepping into the version of you that naturally attracts what you desire. But here's the key. It's not about wishful thinking. It's about feeling, embodying, and taking inspired action. So the way we're going to make this process effortless is through the power of your subconscious mind, whose sole purpose is to serve you and to literally express what you consciously impress. Your subconscious mind loves specificity. Unclear goals equals undirected behavior. So we're going to have to first get crystal clear on what it is that you want. Don't just think, I want more money or I want to be in love. That's way too vague. Your brain needs a detailed blueprint to create a new neural pathway that supports your desires. So you're going to have to get specific. If it's financial success, how much money are you earning? How does it feel to have financial freedom? How would life be more enjoyable with this financial success? If it's love, what does your ideal relationship look like? How do you feel in their presence? And what characteristics do they have? What features? You literally can be as specific as blue eyes, six-pack abs, and I want them to be earning $1 million a year. If it's health, how does your body move? How does it look and feel when you're at your peak? You must get specific, because whatever energy you're going to radiate, what you're going to project, is what you're going to receive back. And I had to learn this the hard way. Some of you may know, but I was adopted at birth and I grew up very low middle class. So I unconsciously developed a very low sense of self-worth, just feeling like I was abandoned, unwanted, and had less value than others around me because I didn't have my biological parents or money where I could do things that my friends could do. For example, I remember in high school, there was this class trip to the Bahamas. And it was $1,300, and my parents said, no, we can't afford it. And I just accepted it and decided, you know what, it's out of the question for me. And it was literally at that moment that I decided, I'm not going to let this happen again. I remember feeling so just literally poor. Like, I know to some that may sound like a first world problem, but it was just my experience at the time. I just remember just feeling so less than and wanting to figure out any way possible where I could just feel worthy and feel abundant like everyone else around me. So this is what led me to learning about our subconscious mind, which controls 95% of our experience, and about universal law and how to manipulate energy to create a reality that is fun and that's enjoyable. Through these teachings, I realized that I had to change before my reality was going to. Your brain does not know the difference between an experience that you vividly imagine and one that you actually live. This is why top athletes and high performers visualize their success before it happens. When you feel the emotions of already having what you want, you're telling your brain it's real, and your brain thinks it's real. So each night and every single morning, for 5 minutes, no excuses, you're going to close your eyes. You're going to see yourself living your desire, living from the end, not of it, and feeling the joy, gratitude, and excitement as if it's already here. The stronger the emotion, the faster you're going to shift. Just give it a try. If everything else has failed, just try it. You got nothing to lose. And you have to put your all, because these emotions need to be stronger than the low vibrational emotions you imprinted in your past that created your current reality. So I personally had to generate emotions of worthiness, self-love, and abundance stronger than the experiences that I had as a child. And it wasn't until then, when I started to create from the inside out, that things started to shift. Unfortunately, most people believe that they need to manifest from the outside in, and that until they see proof, they're not going to actually change. But it happens the other way around. I'm sorry to tell you, I had to learn the hard way myself too. So maybe you got to learn the hard way, but eventually you're going to realize that it happens from the inside out. So ask yourself, if I already had my desire, how would I think? How would I walk, speak, and how would you make decisions? What habits would you have? And you're going to have to literally write these down, because day by day, moment by moment, you need to start embodying that version of you now. Because reality always matches your self-concept. Your self-concept is the overall perception you have about yourself. So it's the story that you believe about who you are. It's shaped by your experiences, your thoughts, your emotions, upbringing, environment, and the meanings that you assigned to them. So for example, my old self-concept was that I'm adopted, I'm unwanted, and I'm poor. So what do you think happened in my life? Things didn't massively shift for me until I truly, genuinely believed that I'm worthy and I am worthy of abundance. When you're younger, it's okay because you don't know all of this information yet. Now that you know this, you have no excuses. If you have a self-concept of I'm a confident, creative leader, you're more likely to take bold action, speak up, and trust your ideas. If your self-concept is I'm always behind and I'm not good enough, your choices and energy will reflect exactly that, even unconsciously. So you're not going to be aware of it. It's just going to be your behavior. And this is so important because we must reprogram our behavior, our automatic actions on a daily basis, because manifestation is not sitting around doing nothing. You have to meet the universe halfway. So you need to choose to change your self-concept and start taking inspired action. So within the next 48 hours, I challenge you to take one action step toward your desire. If you're manifesting a new career, maybe update your resume and reach out to someone in your field. If you're calling in love, step into confidence and be open to new connections. Maybe sign up for a dating app or go visit places that your ideal person may frequent. If you're attracting wealth, start treating money with respect and step into the energy of abundance by elevating your thought process. I personally love Brian Tracy's 20 idea method, where you ask yourself, how can I make an extra $100,000 within 1 year? Then list 20 possible ways and you will be surprised what comes up by your 20th idea. Your actions send a powerful signal to the universe. You have to send a signal for it to know exactly what you want. That's why you use the combination of your self-concept with the actions to generate that strong signal so the universe, so God, source, whatever it is that you believe, has no other option than to give you exactly that, to mirror to you exactly that. And lastly, everyone's favorite, you need to learn how to let go. Trust. Have faith that there is something or someone outside of you who's much more knowledgeable and knows the path of least resistance to your goals, and that it most likely will happen and look very different than what you expected. And this is where most people struggle and fail, because they obsess over how and when. But obsession is resistance, and what you resist persists. When you constantly check your outer environment for proof, doubting, signaling to the universe that you do not believe it's coming, it's not going to come, because you attract what you are. If you're radiating doubt, then you're just going to receive more doubt. You need to learn how to release attachment to the outcome and shift into an expectant energy and know that it's done. So for the next 24 hours, do whatever it takes to stay in a high energy state, to view yourself in the best light, to take inspired action, and to feel as good as possible, because when you feel good, you become magnetic to your desires. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss out on more videos like this. Please like this video so more people can see this, and share it with someone who you think it may benefit. I'll see you on the next one.